this book I'm particularly proud of. It just came out on Thursday, and the photograph on the front cover is by my son, Dylan. And I think it's a wonderful photograph. It's of a kickboxer whose twin was somewhere off to the side, and he was fanning his arms, and my son caught him in a butterfly, transforming himself into a butterfly on the front cover. And so this poem is called Handsome in Hanbok, because when my wife and I went to Korea to my son's wedding, and Dylan's mother-in-law decided that we should wear hanboks, which are silk traditional Korean wedding garments. And one thing that I would not recommend is that you ever have such a thing put on you, because it's like a chrysalis, if you have to go to the bathroom ever, because you can't get it off. And you need somebody else to help you undress. So you had somebody dress you eventually when this thing was made. And then it came time to undress, to put on our Western clothing so that we could go out and party with my son and his new bride. We went into a room about half this size, and in came the mother-in-law and the father-in-law and the relatives and the sisters, and okay, let's change into our clothing. And Kathy and I are standing there saying, and people are disrobing down to their underwear. It was very, very unusual for us. Anyway, we had these hanboks made, and we went to a seamstress who made them for us, and she was a short little woman, and she came kind of leaping at me, trying to, and gesturing and so on. So this is the poem, Handsome in Hanboks. The elderly seamstress, throwing her short arms wide, embraces my wife about her bosoms from behind, taking her measurements for the pink silk wedding garment she is making for the marriage of our son and his beautiful bride-to-be, and she's laughing like busy shop bells at the ample endowment of Western women. For she herself is small-breasted as a girl. And as for me, she must leap up like a child after apples. She lifts, arches her feet, stands on tiptoes, tucked in close, but then, resorting to rock of eye from my broad shoulders, she rolls out a beautiful bolt of shining blue embroidered fabric and says, in Korea, there may not be enough in all of the Orient. As it flows out across the floor like the lovely return of a slow river. And my son wears a tall hat and hanbok, and we are swaddled like broken-ribbed dancers, my fat sleeves blooming like dream wings, my body caressed in a weird chrysalis of foreign design. My son's bride comes in with her rose bow mouth, the confetti blush of her cheek, her hair held by a long pin, and we must gather up maps to be near them. We must think across oceans, our voices as thin as the old. We must weave in far winds like the rain, and what is our love into darkness, but the ship of our hearts calmed by sleep.